We thought we knew about WrestleMania 41. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, the man who's ruled WWE with an iron fist for the last 4 years, is stepping into the spotlight in Las Vegas this Friday, and he's told the world to acknowledge him, one last time. Yes, you heard that right. Roman Reigns, the longest reigning Universal Champion of the modern era, has teased something major. The statement was brief, just 8 words, but the effect? Absolute chaos. Fans, superstars, and insiders alike are buzzing with speculation. What does one last time even mean? Is he retiring? Is this the end of the bloodline? Or is Roman about to play the ultimate mind game on the road to WrestleMania 41? Let's break this all down from the top. Just days ahead of WrestleMania 41, Roman Reigns announced via his social media, formerly Twitter, that he would be appearing at WWE World, a 5-day interactive fan experience set to take place at the Las Vegas Convention Center from April 17 to 21st. The appearance is scheduled for Friday morning, and it's already being hyped as something you can't afford to miss. Reigns reposted Pat McAfee's announcement and added his own signature flair, telling fans they could acknowledge him one last time. That phrase alone has caused an eruption of speculation across the wrestling world. But that wasn't all. At a recent WWE event in Sacramento, Reigns made a surprise appearance backstage. He was seen walking into the Golden One Center and discovering his special counsel Paul Heyman deep in conversation with CM Punk. Punk had his hand on Heyman's shoulder like two old friends reconnecting. Reigns didn't like what he saw. Later in the evening, when Reigns came down to the ring with Heyman trailing behind, the tension was thick. Heyman offered the tribal chief his microphone as usual, but Reigns refused. Instead, he turned to his advisor and accused him of betrayal. Things escalated quickly. Seth Rollins came out and stirred the pot further, accusing Heyman of picking Punk over Roman. That was enough to send Reigns over the edge. He attacked Rollins, shoved Paul Heyman to the ground, and when CM Punk tried to intervene to protect his old friend, Reigns laid him out with a spear. But just as Roman stood tall, Seth Rollins came back with a vengeance, cracking Roman with a steel chair and hitting curb stomp after curb stomp to close out the show. The crowd was stunned, but more importantly, that scene wasn't just about revenge or chaos, it set the stage for something monumental. Roman Reigns is clearly coming to Las Vegas with something bigger in mind. And now, all eyes are on WWE SmackDown this Friday. What's happening? What's the real message behind one last time? Let's start with the Bloodline, which has completely unraveled over the last few months, since Elimination Chamber in Perth, where Cody Rhodes, with help from Seth Rollins and Jey Uso, managed to dismantle the Bloodline's dominance. Roman Reigns has vanished from TV. In his absence, Solo Sikoa has stepped up, but not in the way Roman might have wanted. He's brought in Jacob Fatu, a legitimate enforcer with ties to the Anoa'i family, and shockingly aligned himself with Tama Tonga. These moves feel less like a strategy from Roman and more like Solo's own personal power grab. People are wondering, is Solo still following Roman's orders, or has he gone rogue? Even Paul Heyman seems unsure. His face tells the story, his loyalty lies with Roman, but he's clearly disturbed by Solo's decisions. Jey Uso has publicly said, Solo ain't the tribal chief, that title still belongs to Roman. And Jimmy Uso? He's been eerily silent, caught between family, legacy, and loyalty. This chaos only intensifies the importance of Roman's words, because if the bloodline is on the brink of collapse, Roman's return might not just be about reclaiming power, it could be about ending it all. And that brings us back to one last time. What could that phrase mean? Well, depending on who you ask, it could signal anything from a retirement announcement to a shocking WrestleMania twist. Some insiders believe Roman is using his return to deliver one final iconic moment, a way to cement his legacy forever. Others think it might be the beginning of his exit from full-time competition. Sources close to WWE Creative have said Roman wanted to control the narrative leading into WrestleMania 41. One unnamed executive even claimed, Roman's not coming back just to wrestle. He's going to deliver a moment that no one will forget. So what kind of moment are we talking about? Let's dive into the 4 biggest theories making the rounds. Theory 1, Roman Reigns confronts Cody Rhodes. The story between them didn't end at WrestleMania 40, it just paused. Cody may have finished the story by defeating Roman and claiming the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but Roman never truly passed the torch. He never admitted defeat. If Roman interrupts Cody's plans now, possibly even inserting himself into Cody's upcoming match with Solo Sikoa, he could reignite that rivalry for one final showdown. Theory 2, Roman endorses a new tribal chief. This theory suggests that Roman is ready to step away from his role at the head of the table. He might publicly endorse Solo, or maybe Jey, or even someone completely unexpected like Jacob Fatu. But here's the twist: Roman may also refuse to pass the torch, sparking a full-blown civil war within the Bloodline. Imagine Roman standing in the ring with Solo, denying his claim, only for things to turn violent in front of the entire WWE Universe. Theory 3, The Rock returns. Dwayne Johnson already appeared earlier this year, seemingly aligning with Roman, only to be pushed aside as the WrestleMania card took shape. Now, fans are buzzing that Friday's SmackDown in Vegas could bring him back into the fold. A face-off between Roman and The Rock in Las Vegas? It's got SummerSlam or WrestleMania 42 written all over it. And finally, Theory 4, Roman announces his retirement or a leave of absence. This is the one fans are most afraid of. Roman has been in the trenches of WWE for over a decade. He battled leukemia. He carried the company during the pandemic. He reinvented himself into the most compelling character WWE has seen in years. Maybe this is it. Maybe this Friday, Roman announces that his time is up. If that happens, expect an emotional farewell and one final match against a titan like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, or The Rock. Backstage, the tension is already boiling. JUSO posted a cryptic story on Instagram that simply read, "Better mean it." Meanwhile, Solo Sikoa shared a stark black and white photo of himself gripping a tribal necklace with the caption, "I run this now." Cody Rhodes, speaking during a media interview, said Roman can do whatever he wants, he's earned it, but warned that if he thinks the story's over, he's wrong. Even Triple H chimed in on the Pat McAfee show, teasing, "Let's just say SmackDown this week will be can't miss." And that brings us to the big picture. What does all this mean for WrestleMania 41? The card is already loaded. Cody is rumored to face Solo. Seth Rollins could defend the World Heavyweight Championship against either Gunther or CM Punk. Becky Lynch vs. Rhea Ripley is being billed as one of the biggest women's matches of all time. But if Roman drops a bombshell this Friday, if he challenges someone or announces his final match, it could shift the main event landscape overnight. WrestleMania might not just be about finishing stories. It could be about ending legacies. There's even talk of a final cinematic-style match involving all members of the Bloodline: Roman, Jey, Jimmy, Solo, Jacob Fatu, and possibly The Rock. Internally, WWE is calling it tribal warfare. Whether that match happens at SummerSlam or gets fast-tracked for WrestleMania, Roman's appearance this Friday may be the first move in setting that plan in motion. And after that, there are rumors swirling about a new faction rising from the ashes, led by Solo and Jacob, with Paul Heyman forced to choose between past and future. Roman Reigns has always been more than just a wrestler. He's a symbol, a leader, a villain, a hero. His run as the tribal chief redefined what a top guy in WWE could look like. And now, we may be watching the final chapter unfold or the start of something even more unpredictable. So what's going to happen in Las Vegas? Will Roman reclaim control of his bloodline? Will he fight Cody again? Will he retire in front of the world? One thing's for sure, this Friday's SmackDown could be the most important episode in years. WrestleMania is just around the corner. But the real story, the one that will define the future of WWE, might begin with 8 chilling words. Las Vegas this Friday. Acknowledge me one last time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for all the latest WWE updates. The road to WrestleMania has never been more uncertain, and that's exactly how Roman Reigns likes it.